Sometimes the shift doesn't look like a takeover. There's no dramatic replacement, no headline, just a new tool in your workflow that quietly becomes the default. And before anyone notices, decisions that used to be made by people are now flowing through a system no one fully understands. That's not a glitch, it's a pattern. And if you lead teams, you need to know how this works. Here's the real world pattern we see again and again. One, normalization. A team starts using AI for low risk drafts and summaries. It works, saves time, people get comfortable. Two, time pressure. Deadlines tighten, and the AI output looks good enough. Review cycles shrink. People rely on default settings. Three, polished output. The AI writes clearly. It mimics organizational tone. Even when it's wrong, it sounds right. Four, passive approval. Humans skim, they nod, they click send. Nobody questions whether the logic still holds. And so decisions start getting made through the AI, even if no one explicitly approved that shift. This pattern doesn't feel like failure, it feels like efficiency. No one is cutting corners on purpose, no one is trying to offload responsibility. But the system trains you to move faster, to trust polished output, to assume review understanding. And in that environment, automation doesn't ask for permission. It expands silently. This isn't a tech problem, it's a governance blind spot. The danger of this drift is simple. You don't know where the decisions are really being made. By the time something goes wrong, an error, a bad assumption, a breach of policy, there's confusion. The junior analyst didn't think they were deciding. The manager thought someone else had reviewed. The AI followed patterns it wasn't trained to question. So when the audit comes, it's not that someone broke the rules, it's that no one owned the judgment. You can catch this before it causes harm, but you need to look for the right signs. No one can explain why a recommendation was made. AI drafts go through with minimal edits. Review cycles speed up, even on sensitive topics. Staff defer to what the tool suggested more than their own judgment. When you see these, it means the loop has flipped. The authority has drifted. When you spot this pattern, the solution isn't to rip out AI, it's to re anchor authority. You need to redesign workflows where human decisions are required and not optional. You need to add friction to high impact review points. Make people explain logic, not just sign off. And you need to reestablish accountability. Who is responsible for the judgment, not just the click? We help teams do exactly that, not by adding layers of bureaucracy, but by making decision points visible, owned, and justified. AI doesn't take control with a press release, it drifts into authority by default. Unless you build intentional structures to keep decision making human, AI will shape more of your outcomes than you realize. That's why this channel is here to help you with. In the next video, we'll talk about something of you have felt already: why managers often feel in control after AI adoption, even when everything looks fine on paper. If you lead with responsibility, subscribe and follow along. And if you need help spotting this drift in your workflows, we can help. See you in the next one.